on the heel of the empty leg. Touching lightly on the heel, supporting your weight on the other leg. Turning the entire leg side to side. So the foot, knee, and hip are rotating together. Starting very slow and gentle, exploring your range of motion. So I'm turning from the ball joint and the entire leg, including the foot, turns as one unit. Feet are about shoulder width or slightly more, and straight and parallel. The knees are bent. You shift the weight to one leg without leaning. Stay nice and vertical. Make sure the knees stay bent. And turn the hip to the weighted leg. Keep the hips there, to that direction, as you slide the weight over to the other leg, and then turn the hips towards the weighted side. You shift the weight, and then you turn. Staying relaxed, abdomen released. Nice, good, continuous breathing. Knees staying nice and bent. Shift and turn, shift and turn. It's like you get out of the way and let someone pass by. It's almost like you're going, here you go, here you go. That's what the footwork and the body's doing. Stepping out of the way and a little turn. Just making sure your knees stay bent. And if you imagine that you're hanging from that string or that elastic that we often talk about in Tai Chi, that will ensure that your legs are bent, your posture is good, you're nice and straight. And we can change this slightly by imagining we're climbing a ladder. Same action where the same side leg and arm goes up. And you can always adjust moment to moment. If you go back to just coming up on your toes, that might be fine for you. Adjust accordingly, moment to moment, to what you need. Of course, how high you pick that knee up is up to you, and your balance level, your flexibility, and how you're feeling today. Knees directly over the feet. You bend at the hips, hands resting on the thighs. So the arms are giving a bit of support for the back. So I'm not using my lower back for support. I'm using my legs and a little bit with my arms. And then I push off with my arms to turn a little bit and look over one shoulder. I come back to the middle, even in the middle, bend my elbows a little bit so I can push off, turn and look over my other shoulder. I come back to the middle, bending the arms so that I can push off again, turn and look over. And if we go back into that position, a wider stance, check your knee alignment, right over the feet, hanging from the string, so your knees are nicely bent. And we're going to shift the weight and turn the hips towards the empty leg. It's basically a little one-legged squat. I shift the weight and turn towards the empty leg. So if we do that in the same direction together, with the knees bent a little bit, the tailbone down, so lower back is flat. We start with slow, small hip circles. Very smooth and slow. Again, want those knees bent. Nice breathing into the belly. And notice how those hips feel, the lower back. And depending on how you feel and the flexibility you have, that will determine how big those hip circles get. And a little smaller, gradually winding down until you're coming to vertical stillness. And bring the heels close. Hang out from the Tai Chi string to bend the knees and release the abdomen. Tailbone circles, as if you're drawing a circle specifically with the tailbone, the very point of the tailbone. You could imagine you're drawing a circle on the ground with the point of the tailbone. And if it's comfortable, you could draw bigger and bigger circles. Breathing into your center, into your abdomen. Letting go of even more tension with each exhale. Breathing in, letting the belly fill and expand. Breathe out, let the breath leave you with the tensions. Take a deep, long, slow breath in through the nose. A long exhale out through the mouth. Release your hands, let them swing ever so slightly as you breathe carefully, mindfully in your center. Breath is resting in the abdomen. Arms are slowly coming to a hanging rest. Good, and gently come out of that position. Move your knees a little bit. Notice how your knees and legs feel. Notice how your hips feel. Check out the other joints in your body. Notice how you feel. Notice how you're breathing.